Hi, welcome back. Let's see set interface. This set interface is child interface of the collection interface, which means whatever the properties that are supported by the collection interface, those are all going to be supported by the set interface. But we may have one question. What is the need of set interface when we have the list interface or the queue interface? Guys, if you look into the list or a queue, we can observe one thing. In list, I can able to add any kind of element. For example, 1, 2, 3, 4, and if I add 1, is it going to be added? Yes, it will be added. Can I add null? Yes. Can I add one more null? Yes, it is going to be added. Means in the list, duplicate values are allowed. Okay, if you don't want to allow duplicate values in your application, then I can go for set interface. So set interface avoid adding of duplicate values. Right? Just note down these sentences. I will try to explain with an example so that you can get clear idea. And one more thing is, when you are going to add the elements into the list, whatever the order you are going to add, in the same order it is going to process or display. It means it maintains order of insertion. Whatever the order you are going to add, in the same order it is going to be displayed. But coming to the set interface, it doesn't guarantee maintaining the order of elements. It doesn't guarantee order of elements. What will be the reason? That reason will explain while executing the concept. Okay, so basically we have these three classes, right? HashSet is one kind of a class, LinkedHashSet is one kind of a class, and TreeSet is one kind of a class. These three classes are the implementation classes of the set. Then how can we write the syntax for it? You can simply go with set whatever you are trying to store. For example, I want to store integer data equal to new HashSet or new LinkedHashSet or new TreeSet. Like that, we can able to implement. Means these are the three implementation classes which we can satisfy our requirement. Means if you want to avoid the duplicate values and if you don't want to maintain the order, then I can go for the set interface. Again, based on the need, we'll move with respect to various kind of HashSet, LinkedHashSet and TreeSet. Right? So first, let me explain with the HashSet. Guys, HashSet is going to implement the set interface where it won't provide any kind of ordering of element. Means it contains unordered elements. Means whatever the order that you are trying to insert elements, it can't able to process in the same order. It will be in the some zigzag order. Can it allow null values? Yes, it will allow null value, but not null values. Okay, so what will be the reason why it doesn't maintaining the order of the elements? Means internally it uses a data structure called hash table. Hash table, guys. So hash table size is 16. So 0 to 15. So for each and every value that you are trying to store, for that it is going to apply some kind of hash function. For example, if I am going to insert the value 1, if I am going to simply use the hash function as modular of bucket size, then it will be the value 1. So where will be the value inserted? 1 will be inserted here. And if I got the value 0, 0 modulus 16, you are going to get 0. So 0 will be inserted. Now if I try to print the HashSet values, you are going to get the values in the form of 0, 1. Means it will start printing like this. Right? So they will select the best hash function which will avoid the number of duplicates. Right? So this is what the reason why you are going to get unordered elements. HashSet internally uses a data structure called hash table. Okay, fine. So that is the reason it doesn't guarantee the order of the elements. Okay, fine. So what kind of methods will be supported? It can be used to add the elements. Add method is there. It can remove the elements. You can able to find out size of the hash set. Like that, you can able to perform various kind of things. Right. So we'll try to just execute the way what we are going to explain, so that you can get clear idea how asset is going to work. Right. So set, I am going to importing from the util package. I am trying to store integer values. Data equal to new. Implementation should be done with respect to either HashSet or linked HashSet or TreeSet. Yes. How I am going to add data dot add of 2. I have added the number 2. Data dot add of 1. Data dot add of 3. Yes. System.println of, I am trying to print the data. What will be the expected output? Output contains 2, 1, 3, but you can't guarantee the order. Observe. Yes. Order is going to be 1, 2, 3. If you observe, if I am going to give here as 1, so 11. If I try to run it, you will get the output as 2, 3, 11. Means what? Internally to use the hash table, and you will apply some kind of hash function, and the result is going to be mapped with the index portion, and in the location is going to be added, and you will try to print its data. So you will get the value as 2, 3, 11. For example, if I add data dot add of 2, what will be the output? You can't guarantee, but it doesn't contains the extra 2 because it avoids duplicate elements. Right? Can I add one null value? Data dot add of null. Yes. Happily you can add the null value. Can I add one more null value? That you have to understand. Data dot add of null. If I add one more null value and if it allow, that depends duplicate, right? So this is not allowed. Multiple duplicate null values are not allowed. So if you observe the output, null 2, 3, 1, 1. Right? So similarly, you can check with whether a particular thing is exist or not. The data dot contains of 3. Is 3 exist? Yes. So it will simply provide true value because it is going to be existed. So here your output is going to be true. If I run it, you will get the value as true. Similarly, can I remove the data? Yes. Data dot remove of value 2. If I remove the value 2, try to observe. Yes. Number 2 is going to be removed. Okay, fine. This is all about the concept of HashSet. Similarly, we have linked HashSet, guys. If you observe this particular hierarchy, we'll have linked HashSet, which is the implementation of the set. Then why we come across with linked HashSet rather than having the HashSet? Because there will be one advantage. This linked HashSet doesn't allow, so I can say that it will avoid duplicate values, but it maintains the insertion order. Maintains the insertion means whatever the order you are trying to add the elements, in the same order it is going to be displayed, because internally it uses double linked list as data structure, not the hash table. Double linked list as the data structure. That's why it maintains insert means if you don't want to allow the duplicate values, but you have to maintain the insertion order, then you have to go with the linked hash. And the remaining all the concept is same as HashSet. Right? Let me explain with an example. Try to observe here. Instead of HashSet, I will try to go with the linked hash. Try to observe what will the expected output. Can I get the expected output? I can expect the output as, I will try to remove this statement so that you can get the idea. True will be displayed anyhow because it is trying to check for whether the element 3 is there or not. Yes, I can expect the output as 2, 11, 3, null. That's it. But in the earlier case of HashSet, we can't expect the output. It is because internet uses hash function. Based on the hash function, it will store the data. Right? Now, the order in which you have added, the same order is going to be displayed. So first added to the 2, so 2 displayed, 11, 3 displayed, then it is 2. 2 is duplicate, so it won't be added. Null is not there, so null will be added. Null is there, duplicate is there. So if you try to run it, you will get the output 2, 11, 3 null. That is the advantage of linked HashSet. Linked HashSet maintains the insertion order. Right? Yes. Next, we'll see the sorted set. Okay. Sorted set. Guys, sorted set is the sub interface of the set interface. So, which I can say simply with the help of hierarchy, which is extending set interface, which means the features of the set are inherited into the sorted set. Then, what is the difference between sorted set and the set interface? The simple difference is the name itself provides a clear meaning. The data is going to maintain some sorting order. Means it is going to have extra method. That extra method is it is going to maintain ordering of the elements. What ordering? It will maintain the sorted ordering of the elements. Sorted ordering of elements, right? For example, you have added the elements like 2, 1, 4, 6, 3. If I try to perform iteration over the collection, then you will get the output as 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Means by default it will perform natural ordering. If you want to perform your own custom ordering, you can able to do it by passing over the constructor. And one more thing is the sorted set doesn't allow null values. What will be the reason it is not allowing null values? Because internally it will perform comparison. It will perform the comparison, right? So performing the comparison with null values is going to be exception or not? Yes, it will raise an exception. That's why null values are not going to be allowed. Null values are going to be allowed, right? So the sorted set is going to be implemented by TreeSet. So internally it uses the tree. Internally it uses the tree for storing the data. Okay, so how the data is going to be stored? So the elements are going to be stored in some sorted order, that too in ascending order. If you want to customize it, you can able to customize it, right? This is the advantage of TreeSet, right? So let me explain with an example so that you can get clear idea. So instead of linked HashSet, I will go with the TreeSet. Right? Now, will it allow duplicates? No, it won't allow duplicates. Can it maintain the insertion order? Again, it is not. It won't maintain the insertion order. It won't maintain insertion order. Why it won't maintain the insertion order? Because internally it will perform the comparison. It will maintain the sorted order of the data. Can it allow null values? No. Right? If I try to run it, you will get the error. Observe null pointer exception. Why? Because null values are not going to be allowed. Right? So if I remove it, now if I try to run, you'll get the output 2, 3, 11. But it doesn't allow duplicate values. Right? If I am going to add data dot add of 5, try to run 2, 3, 5, 11 like that. So you are going to get output as 2, 3, 5. This is the working of TreeSet. Okay, fine. So this is the entire concept of set interface. Hope you understood clearly, guys. Thank you.